Hello, folks. Welcome to Mead Ministry Channel. I want to address something that's kind of a concern to me. I know a lot of folks have been wondering why I'm not working. Why I don't have a real job. Of course, I got paid yesterday for doing some music, but I know what they mean. Why don't you go 9 to 5, worky, worky, clocky, clocky? Well, folks, I do believe that that I have been blacklisted. I think that I've been marked ineligible for employment. And the reason I think this is because I've had several job interviews and no job offers. And my resume is solid. Even though it's part-time, I have a good resume. And I make sure that they know that I'm an online student at Liberty University. I have a 3.5 GPA. I have a lot of skills, customer service skills, of course, digital marketing, music skills, a lot of things that are pertinent to customer service, which is what I'm looking in towards, and remote work. And what happens, folks, is I get the job interview, and then they tell me the usual, like, oh, well, thank you for the interview today, but we are considering other applicants, or we'll let you know, or, this, don't give me the job. Well, 9 times out of 10, if they don't give the job at the in-person interview, you didn't get it. Because I've been on enough interviews to know. And so that's the problem. And so why is that? Well, they just try and be polite. I wish they would just be like Donald Trump and say, sorry, you're a loser. We don't want you. I'd rather have them say that. But folks, I do believe I have been blacklisted. I have contacted the management at Chick-fil-A, and they claim this is not true. However, that doesn't mean they're telling the truth. And I had to quit abruptly my last 2 jobs because I was sick. And they were not very forgiving. They just treated me like a number. I wonder if I get the medical records and give them the notes from the doctor and all that, maybe if I show them that, I'll be cleared. That's what I'm hoping. But as of now, folks, I do believe that they're not hiring me because I quit my last 2 jobs. I worked at Chick-fil-A for 4 years. I liked it in the beginning, but all the nice people left, and I was left with very rude, crummy managers. They had people on the job that said things that if I had said them, I would have been instantly fired. They had a black boy there that said, I hate Jews, and he said it to a Jewish boy working. They had an old man there that was rude to customers, rude to me, but he got a promotion. But that's not why I quit. I was going to stick it out, folks, because I know I have a good work. I love to work. I know a lot of people think I'm lazy, and they think I don't want to work. I want to work. I really want to work, but the work doesn't want me. And so I try to stick it out at Chick-fil-A, but when I was going through all those weird things, and I didn't know what was wrong with me, turns out it was just gastritis and gallstones, but still, when you're feeling woozy and lightheaded and like your stomach's going to explode, what can you do? So I could have been on a gurney, and the manager would have still said, I'm sorry, but do you have anyone to cover your shift? I know you're in the ER right now, but no, I'm sorry, I don't have someone to cover my shift. So I quit. Look, I quit on the phone. The other job was a mascot job. It was an independent contractor. I was very sick again that one day, and they didn't have a backup. They had no backup. No alternative plan. So because of me, they blamed me for losing the client. Well, I was sick. And I said about 3 hours before the event, I'm sorry, I'm very sick today. I can't come. I can't do this. I could have been a liability. If I had passed out in that suit, I could have been a legal problem for them anyway. So I don't know what I could have done in that situation. But some things, folks, some things are just out of our control. Some life happens, and I don't understand why these companies don't get that. They don't understand that life happens. So I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. I'm going to have to get clearance somehow, somewhere, so I can be employable. Because I thought it was how I looked. I thought maybe they'd take one look at me and say, that's a low-tier normie. We don't want him. Actually, I'm kind of a mid-tier normie now, bordering on high-tier normie, but that aside, I've seen people who look a lot worse. Believe it or not, there are people that look worse than me who are working. There are people that are older than me who are working. So I don't think that's it. And here I sit in my sweaty car sweating. But folks, I don't know what to do. So I'm caught between a rock and a hard place, and I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy that hard place. I've been accustomed to a certain, I really am broke. I am so much. I have insurmountable debt, and I'm on debt consolidation. So, and they're not going to cart me off to prison, thank heavens. But I have bills that I had trouble paying, and I'm on help. Yes, I'm on assistance, and I did that for this reason, because I didn't know for sure. Because of my health issues and other things in the past, I did it as a safety net because I didn't know. And people can say, "Oh, you're mooching. You don't want to work." No, I want to work. I want to get off of this. It's a trap. It's like I'm a slave and I can't get out of this. But as God is my witness, I will prevail. I will get a job. It's just tough. And so if y'all can pray for me and help me get off this blacklist that I've been put upon, and help me get into the workforce. And a lot of people are going to say that I'm full of excuses and that it's all my fault. Maybe it is, but I want to work. I really do. I'm not a lazy person. I do have trouble, I have sensory issues, okay? I am on the spectrum, okay? I do have limitations. If I were really smart, I wish I were smart. I would have an AI startup company or something like that. I would have a sideline or some kind of side hustle to make money. But unfortunately, I don't know how to do that. I'm not a psychopath like Nick Fuentes, so I can't just grift for money all the time. I don't know how to do that. I'm not good at manipulating people, so... Anyway, folks, I just want to share that with y'all. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day and a blessed day. So pray for me as I'm looking for work, folks, and help me get back in the job market. I know I can do it, and Jesus is going to he's going to help me, with the practice interviews, I think. But the fact that I'm getting interviews but no jobs, that just sends a message. I've been blacklisted. I've been red flagged. So thank you all for watching. Go to my website at meetskellisplace.com. And remember, folks, say a prayer for someone special today. Bye-bye.